lovely munchkins, and welcome in my new video, which is again some kind of a haul, but this time is absolutely different. And if you're a geek and if you love and adore books, this video is something for you. And I hope few of the books you never read or never heard of, and if you did, then write me down in the comments what did you thought after reading some of these books. So let's get started. As you might knew or not, I said that in one of my previous video, I'm an absolute bookworm, and if I can, I will get physical copy of any book, because I just love read even when I'm sometimes struggle with it, and I don't freaking care. I will still purchase books, and you know, I just love read, and I just love the whole the new books, and I just love the smell of those books. So let's get started with the books. So first books which I'm going to show you are very small, and normally I'm not such fan of these books, and my mom even called these books a good for nothing, because they kind of are, at least for me, doesn't need to be for you. This first little baby blue book is The Little Book of Positivity by LizzyANT, and I had, to be honest, this book for quite a while in my wishlist on Amazon, and I was just like, it's time to purchase it. It was there for a pretty long time, and by the back of the book there is that every people need a bit of a boost for positivity thinking, a boost to happiness, and this book is supposed to inspire you, give you advices, etc. And actually, after reading few of the pages, I just fell in love in this little book, and I was just like, yeah, this book is definitely not good for nothing book. But this book should happen, so get over it. It's just the type of book when you will just open random page and you will just read a quote or anything what people in the past said and it's true, or it's about life, etc. And I will just do that, open and read. The trouble with the future is that it usually arrives before we are ready for it. Arnold H. Glassov. This book is basically about this. Open it, read it, and you are supposed to feel blessed. Probably that's why the book is called Shit Happens. So get over it. The next book is something what I for first thought it doesn't even exist, and it's by David Levithan, The Lover's Dictionary. Why I did thought it doesn't exist? Because I read it in a fan fiction, and when they wrote about this book, it was just like, oh my god, this book can't exist. If it does, I would already found that, but damn, it does exist. And this book is written by alphabetical order about love, or that's what I get from it, and it's actually pretty cute, and I love the style of the book. Next book is from one of my favorite authors, Rowell, and this is Carry On, which characters in it already appeared in her previous book, Fangirl. Yeah, it's Fangirl, and I love Eleanor and Park from her so freaking much that I fell in love in her writing style, and I couldn't just wait to purchase this book, and I already can't wait for the sequel, Wayward Son, of this book already. Even that I didn't read it, but I already knew that I would freaking love the book. The next book, which is pretty funny and it's extremely big, it has too many pages, and I knew about this book from one of my readers' friends, and this book was already filmed, and it came out in September 2019, so go and watch it if you didn't in that year, based on when you're watching this video, and if you're watching this video. And as you can see, it just has so freaking many pages, so I don't even know when I will be finished with this book, but I knew that I will need a pretty big amount of time to read this, and I can't wait that. And the movie was just like this, so watch it, read it, you will be blessed. The next two books are from Amanda Lovelace, and first is The Mermaid's Voice Return in this one, and she tore the stars apart, and second is The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one, Burn Whoever Tries to Burn You. And I freaking love the book, and about these two books I love so freaking much that in this one it's red inside and here is purple inside, and it's just so cool, and I love that they sometimes change the color of writing inside. It just makes the book for me more valuable. I just love the books even more if they're like a little bit crazy and they're changing the basic black color into something else. And from Amanda Lovelace, I already read this, which is The Princess Saves Herself in this one, the story of a princess turned damsel turned queen, and I just love this book, and I couldn't be more blessed when I find already these on Amazon, because I couldn't find them in a normal bookstore like at all. They were every time absolutely sold out. And yeah, this is one of the books which I love, and I love actually the style of her writing, of the poems which she's writing. The next book which I do have, which is basically the last from the newest books which I bought, is Half My Facebook Friends Are Ferret. And to be honest, I bought this book just by accident, and it was mostly just because it mentioned ferrets, and I was just like, oh, this sounds kind of interesting, I need to read it, definitely need to read it. So yeah, and I didn't even start, but I just read the back, and I kind of read the reviews on Goodreads. By the way, if you're on Goodreads, down is my email, so like, you know, hit me up there. We can be friends on the app. And yeah, I was just like interested by the title and everything. I was just like, yeah, I need to read this book. Definitely need to read this book. And I do have more books, but a little geekish thing which I'm going to show you are Funko Pop figures, which I absolutely love, and they are actually from one of my favorite TV shows this time. And if you actually did saw my Instagram post, you might know which these are. But I'm going to show you this duo, which you already might know what it is, and it's Stranger Things pop figures. And this is Ghostbuster Mike, and this is Ghostbuster Well. I just so freaking love them, and they're so freaking cute. And you wouldn't even notice if I wouldn't say that now, that these are actually used one and they're in absolute perfect condition, like absolute perfect condition, and I just love them. And I will show you next two pop figures, which are again a Will from season 1 and a Mike from season 2, I think. I'm not freaking sure. Write me in the comments down below if the Mike, the Snowball Dance version, is season 1 or season 2. I'm not actually sure, but I do think so that this is season 2. And as you can see already, I do have just Will and Mike. Just those two, for whoever reason you might like give into your head. But I just love them, and they're so freaking cute, and I just absolutely adore them. And the next books which I'm going to show you are one of my all-time favorites, which I bought a few months ago actually, is Mels and Honey from Rupi Kaur. And again, I love her style of writing. It's just amazing me that she's writing extremely good. And from her, if I'm right, I do have a second book, which is The Sun and Her Flowers by the same author, Rupi Kaur. And again, I just love her, and you should read those books because they're so freaking amazing, and I just love this type of writings. The next books, which I actually purchased by a recommendation from Instagram, are Whatever You Think the Opposite by Paul Arden, and Better Than Before, Mastering the Habits of Our Everyday Lives by Gretchen Rubin. Didn't read those books yet because I didn't have so much time. And yeah, these two books I actually get by recommendation on Instagram, and if you wanna actually recommend me books too, just go and check my Instagram, because I'm actually putting there a poll about recommendation for books, movies, TV shows, etc, etc, when I'm absolutely bored and I don't have anything to do with my life, to be honest. And two last books which I'm going to show you is this Alexa Cheung. I hope I do pronounce every single name of the authors correct. If I don't, I'm so freaking sorry for the fans. And by Alexa Cheung is It. And I do have here Petrova and Swan, written and illustrated by Rosalind Bertram. And this book was recommended me again by one of my close friends. Didn't read it yet. And this is actually a present from my friend. And I was extremely happy that I could get my hands on this book, even that these type of stories are not quite my taste, but it's book. I'm bookworm. I love any type of books, and even when the first time I will say that's not my taste, kind of, in the end I will love it anyway. So actually I started not care, and I even started not care about what is the book supposed to be, because even when for first time I would say the story is nothing for me, in the end I will love it anyway because it's book. I love books, I love reading stories, any kind of stories, and I still can change my mind, alright? And the last two things I'm going to show you, two, not four, are newest auditions to, not newest because I purchased them basically in the same time, but new seasons, Mike and Will, and again because filler for the life, at least for me. And I have here again Mike and Will, and this time I have Will the voice because who doesn't love Will or Noah Schnapp in this freaking cute little costume? I actually started to laugh when I first time saw it. And here Mike with his cute little shorts and yellow shirt. Because why not? And I just love them. And it's actually pretty cute how the ends of the boxes and everything changes from time to time, because this is very, very light, while the others are actually pretty freaking dark, and I still do love it. And this is the end of the video. If you find any book interesting, or if you ever read any of the books which I already showed you, down in the comments and write me your thoughts about the book after you read it. And if you wanna recommend me any books, down in the comments again. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, and you can even you can even write me down in the comments your favorite TV show, your favorite book of all the time, and we will see each other in my next video. So bye, Munchkins.